Gandang gabi sa lahat. This is Coach Linin Hu empowering Pinoys, especially the 40s and above, to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Kamusta po tayo? It's been a week-long week na hindi po tayo nakapag-live. And that's why I'm so happy na kapag finally mayroon na tayong live discussion. Kasi nangyari again, Coach Nino went to my province, Bacolod. May pinasas po tayo doon. Very important na document. And that's why I'm here back dun sa usual setup natin. We'll talk about hunger, cravings, ano man yan, whether you are into fat loss or maybe into muscle building. We'll talk about para di ka bang gutom. So these are the best tips you can apply to feel full without feeling deprived. Hello po sa mga live viewers natin. If you are watching live, let me know from the comment section below so I can acknowledge you. Acknowledge your wonderful name. And of course, if you're watching sa recorded, let me know as well so that I can scan yung sa comment section so that I can acknowledge you again. So dito sa live natin, we'll talk about the tips na you can apply regardless of your age, regardless of your goal. At saka before we dive into the tips, it's very important to know muna yung root cause. I think it's wise na before you dive into the mga practical steps, you must know muna yung root cause, yung mga sanhi. Bakit po tayo, when we are into uh, fat loss especially, yung cravings natin beyond our control. Sabi nila, it's all about willpower. I don't believe on that. Because if you apply the right information at saka right program sa katawan mo, you can combat cravings in a natural way. So dito, spotlight muna tayo. Isa sa mga students ko dito, si Ma'am Carolina. I'm so proud of her. Turning 67 this July. Nag-start po siya sa program namin last 2 months, 2 to 3 months. Yung weight niya is around 57 kilograms. 57 kilograms. Upon checking yung pinaka-recent niya po na weight, around 50 kilograms na po siya. One of her challenges before she enrolled in my program, yung tinatawag na cravings. Ngayon, she was able to deal with it in a natural way. Tingnan niyo po yung green na attire na po niya dito sa right. Yung green attire po niya na sinusuot ngayon, no, it was taken last 2 days, no. Ito, supposedly, binigay niya to sa apo niya 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Kasi hindi kasya sa kanya. So, nangyari, after siya nag-lose ng fat at saka of course, nag-deal with craving, she was able to use it again kasi naiwan ng apo niya and she was, parang aayos sa closet. Nakita niyo yung workout attire na binigay na sa apo niya and then she asked kung pwede niya na ba i-try ulit. And yeah, there you have it. Tingnan niyo po yung belly fat niya. Tingnan niyo. Grabe yung dito sa left. Okay, 57 kilograms siya. Okay, before she enrolled in the program, of course. Now, take a look at her tummy. Imagine na 67 po to. And that's why I'm so proud of her kasi when you talk about 67 years old, very few would dare challenge. Now would go for a program, lifting weights, exercise, tapos mag-go sa low carb. So I'm so happy that she took the challenge si Ma'am Carolina kasi it takes a humble, teachable heart for her to be able to do this. Kasi you have to, dapat baguhin mo yung mindset mo. Kasi diba, all of us were informed na dapat you go for high carb na diet tapos you don't need workout. So Ma'am Carolina was able to change that. So I'm so proud of you, Ma'am Carolina. That's why nandito siya sa student spotlight natin ngayon. So, hello po sa mga live viewers natin. I'd like to greet muna yung mga live viewers natin dito. Kamusta po tayong lahat? Hello to you, Ma'am Mary Verse Valencia. Good evening to you. Ma'am Pia Tulia Buena is always present dito sa live natin. Hello to you, Ma'am Relin Bergas. Yes, all is well. Ikaw po, kamusta po yung workout natin, yung meals natin? Si Ma'am Louie as well. Nagwo-workout na yan as seen sa profile picture niya. Of course, one of our amazing attorneys at saka active sa larangan ng law, no, mga deep things about the law. The man is si Attorney Dorsey Carataw. Kamusta po tayo, sir? Kamusta ang tiyempo da sa Bacolod, no? Hello to you, Ma'am Pena Bueno. Good evening to you, Ma'am. Kamusta po yung meals natin? Maria Nunez, good evening to you. Ma'am Tita Presi, as always. Kamusta, Tita, yung tracking natin, no? Ma'am Lina is one of my amazing students din. Kamusta po tayo? Ma'am Jeng Lagliva, watching from Makati. I'm also from Makati, Ma'am. Kamusta po yung location natin dyan? Saan po tayo banda? Okay, Hector Jason, kamusta po tayo? Delia, good evening to you, ma'am. Watching from Mongolia, napagandang place po yan, Ma'am Ma'am Pia. It's watching from Cebu, naunsa man, Ma'am Rashida. Okay. May Laika, kamusta po tayo? F. France Indaya, watching from Indonesia. Hello to you, Sir Nestor, okay? Taga Cebu din, no? Liluan, Cebu, kamusta tayo? Kamusta yung workout natin, sir? Watching from Calamba, Laguna, si Ma'am Maria Teresa Nunez. Of course, watching from San Fernando, Pampanga, si Ma'am Gina. Yeah, marami akong students din na nasa Pampanga ngayon. Sandro DM. Yeah, Sandra pala. Sandra DM, kamusta po tayo, ma'am? And we have here si Yes Wishes, sabi ni Attorney Dorsey. Yes, thank you po, sir. And of course, we have here Dom Pachoco. Good evening to you, ma'am. Josie Cruz. And before I continue with you know, uh, mentioning your names dito sa live natin, I like to continue muna with our topic para hindi po tayo maumay. No? My first question for you is this. Ano yung usual response mo when yung hunger strikes you? Okay. Honest question yan, ha. Ano po usually yung response nyo? Ano pong ginagawa natin kapag nagugutom po tayo? Share it in the comment section so that we can have this discussion. Ano po yung unang ginagawa natin kapag gutom? Yun po yung question natin. Ano po yung usually ginagawa natin kapag tayo ay gutom? So for me, anong nangyari sa akin before I went sa low carb, no? Yung usual response ko is, kasi malapit lang sa amin yung 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 tenda, yung sari-sari store. So ginagawa ko, bili ako yan ng mga chocolates, chocomucho, beng-beng, at saka payatos. So those were my instincts way back kapag gutom. So how about you? Sabi dito ni Ma'am Jeng, kakain po usually yung response niya. Si Daisy Buhara, kakain po. Yes, I can relate with that. Si Ma'am Louie, okay, na enlighten na ng low carb. That's why pinch of salt plus water. And then si Nestoria, same din, ng tubig. As si Sandigan Dato, water intake. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Ana Del, kumakain po kahit ano meron sa mesa man yan or sa fridge, no? Maria Nunez, fixed with salt, okay? Biscuit, yung kay Ma'am Relin Abergas, yeah. Inom ng tubig daw, sabi ni Tita Presi. Si Ma'am Ligaya, good evening to you. Now, I can relate with you. Kasi yun po yung usual response natin. You go for biscuits, for junk food, for sweets. Others na nasa low carb, they know what to do, most of you. But not everyone will do that right approach. Kasi minsan, gusto talaga ng pagkain, gusto talaga ng sweets. And that is why we have to discuss first yung reason bakit po tayo nagugutom. Now, when it comes to hunger, it is regulated mainly by two hormones. Two hormones lang yan. Ghrelin. Yung ghrelin hormone regulates yung hunger mo. So meaning to say, kapag mataas yung ghrelin mo, yung brain mo will send a signal that you have to eat. Kasi gutom. Ghrelin hormone. Yung other one is leptin. Leptin is the satisfaction hormone. This is the hormone that tells your brain, satisfied ka na, busog ka na. Because busog ka na, you have to stop eating. Now, these two hormones are disrupted based on what you do. So, these are the reasons why yung leptin at saka ghrelin are being disrupted. Before we go sa tips, you have to know muna yung causes. Una sa lahat, lack of sleep. Kapag kulang po yung sleep nyo, disrupted, walang pattern, kahit ano na pong oras gusto mong matulog, disrupted po yung sleep nyo. Notice, if you kulang yung tulog mo, most of the time, kinabukasan yung cravings mo beyond your control. Tama? Kasi again, if you lack sleep, yung ghrelin hormone mo tataas. Again, kapag tataas yung ghrelin, ano mangyayari? Tataas din yung hunger mo. So you have to know, you have to check, kamusta yung sleep mo? Kamusta yung tulog mo? Ikaw, na nandito sa live natin ngayon, ilang oras ka ba natutulog? Yan. Given consistent yung tulog mo, 7 to 8 hours, do you sleep at saka wake up at the same time? Kasi it's very important that you must have a pattern dun sa tulog mo. That's number one, dehydration. So for some, yung gutom might be kulang sa tubig. That's why you have to check kamusta yung tubig mo. Maybe for some of you, meron kayong binabaon na tubig. That's good. Continue doing that. And of course, yung hunger minsan, again, might be mistaken siya, no, na lack of water lang. That's why you have to check your water intake para suwabe lang po yung cravings natin. So what I suggest usually sa mga students ko, baon sila ng tubig plus pinch of salt. Kasi yun magre-regulate ng cravings nila. Okay. Pinch of salt. Pink Himalayan salt man or sea salt. Dehydration. Pangatlo, lack of protein or fiber. Yung protein at saka fiber, these two will make you feel fuller for longer. Notice, kapag kumakain ka po ng steak, ng high protein na meals, itlog, okay, usually nabubusog po tayo. Tama? Fiber, tama? Yung mga mataas sa fiber na mga meals, ng mga vegetables, green leafy vegetables. Others will go for complex carbs kasi may fiber po yan. It will help you feel fuller for longer. So you have to check, kamusta yung protein at saka fiber intake natin. Of course, next natin, meron din tayo tinatawag dito na stress. This is very common. I have a friend na na-stress and I myself nasa-stress din. Usually, yung response natin escape from stress is eating. Tama ba? So, tingnan nyo nun po yung pattern. Every time you are stressed, what do you do? Stress eating. So, yung isip natin, I want to treat myself. Go ako sa milk tea, go ako sa fast food, go ako sa dito kasi stress ako. Usually yung pattern natin. That's why you have to check. Every time you are stressed, is your way of escape, okay, para sa stress is eating. If the answer is yes, maybe you want to check. Kasi minsan, that's why I don't believe na it's about willpower lang. No. Kasi there are responses sa katawan natin that's beyond our control. Hindi natin makokontrol. Grabe yung gutom mo. You cannot say to someone na grabe yung gutom na it's about willpower. No. You have to deal muna with the root. Okay? Para you can deal with the fruit, kumbaga. So stress, very, very important po yan to discuss. Also, we have here hormonal changes. Sa mga babae, especially menstrual cycle, pregnancy, okay, menopausal, usually it can affect your cravings at saka your hunger. Okay? So you have to check ano pong season ng life meron po kayo. Okay, inom muna ako tubig ha. Okay, in-apply ko agad Dehydration, kanina diniscuss natin. So apply agad. Next natin is eating too quickly. Eating too quickly. Ito po yung isa sa mga kasalanan ko talaga. Kasi I can finish my meals less than 10 minutes. Now, ang teeth natin, okay, it was created for that purpose. Yung main purpose ng teeth natin is to grind the food that we eat. That's why, if hindi po siya nag-grind properly, okay, yung stomach po natin ang mahihirapan. Hindi po yung job talaga ng stomach natin. The main job of our teeth na before siya punta doon sa stomach mo is to grind it, to make it soft. So make sure na yung pagtapos natin ng pagkain, okay, make sure na you are focusing on what you eat. Minsan kasi distracted tayo. When we eat, marami tayong ginagawa. Others will go for watching YouTube, and then others would sometimes won't appreciate their meals. So my suggestion for you is take notice of your meals. Every time you chew, maybe 20 to 30 chew before you swallow. So timean mo lang around 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Yun po yung ideal. na duration natin para you're sending a signal to your brain na 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, that's the duration. Kapag kasi if you deal it with 10 minutes lang, less than 10 minutes, you're telling your brain na marami pang space sa chan mo. Whereas kapag you do it 20 to 30 minutes, no, na prolong yung pag-process ng katawan mo, ng brain mo, especially sa kinakain mo, it will take time para po busog talaga. Okay? So, don't rush. Take notice of your meals. Every langhap dapat nakapikit. Okay, sabi ng nakilala ko. So, yung kinakain niya, sabaw man yan or simpleng ulam man yan, take notice. Okay? 20 to 30 swallows before, okay, before you eat it. 20 to 30, ano pala? 20 to 30 na pag-chew. Okay? Before you swallow. Okay. And of course, this is my favorite kasi it applies to everyone. Boredom. So, minsan kasi, yung gutom natin, na-bored lang tayo. So, wala tayong ginagawa. Tapos, nakita natin yung chips or maybe yung donut or may pagkain. What will you think? At first, siguro you can say no sa temptation. Second, maybe there will be second thoughts na on the third try, most likely you will devour what you see. That's why very important to keep your mind active at saka busy din. So, proximity is power. When I say proximity, kapag malapit sa iyo, most likely it will influence you. So if you're challenged with your cravings right now, I will suggest no, yung mga meals na nag-trigger ng cravings mo, okay, kausapin mo muna yung mga tao sa bahay or yung mga kasama mo sa bahay na they have to keep it away from you. Okay, that's their simple support, no, para po maano na natin yung proximity. Tapos in due time, you can deal with that naturally. I have a student in Australia all throughout her life from high school up until nag-work na siya. She is 29 years old right now. Yung habit niya po is uminom ng cola all throughout her life. She cannot say no even though she knows the health risks, yung consequences ng pag drink ng cola. Okay, every day. Tapos she's overweight pa, asthmatic. So, hindi niya po makaya talaga. It's beyond her willpower. Ang ginawa po, tinago mo na yung Coke, tapos nag-deal po tayo sa cravings niya on a foundational way. So, tinaasan natin yung protein niya, yung fiber niya. We deal with sleep at saka stress. That's why she was able to say no to Coke for the very first time in so many years. All because she deals muna with the root. Okay, so again, take note of boredom. Minsan, bored lang tayo. Okay, so you have to know kapag gutom talaga or hindi. Now, before I dive into the next, I'd like to say hi muna sa mga live viewers natin tonight. Again, if you're not following this is my page, Coach Linin Hu. So every time we have our live coaching, you are kumaga updated, notified by Facebook if you're following this page. Again, this is my mission on top. Follow that on Facebook. Hello sa mga live viewers natin. We have here si Ma'am, uh, sabi dito ni Ma'am Realin, yung but from now, salt po, fix na po. That's good. Okay. Salt plus water, you're good dealing with cravings. Sabi dito ni Zaldi, good if coach name, drink electrolyte or coffee if dinner. Lunch is not yet served. No? So that's good. That's a very wise tip as well. Ma'am Teresa Di Pamaylo, sabi dito ni Ma'am Teresa, take a salt and drink water. That is good. Sabi ito ni Ma'am Dom Pachoco, uminom muna ng electrolytes. I do agree with that. Sabi dito ni Ferdy Dino, dati kain agad kahit ano. Now, inom lang ng green tea. That's good. That's a wise approach as well. Inom ako ng Yakult. Maganda po ba yung yogurt sa may acid reflux? Yung Yakult, naturally, ma'am, yung commercial, no, I don't know what the brand that you take, but usually mataas po yan sa sugar. So if may uric acid po kayo, at saka may concern kayo sa cravings, you may want to keep that away from you. Okay, before, I ate palabok with puto, but now I drink electrolytes. That's good, Ma'am Josie Cruz. Also, we have here, sabi ni, hello po, God bless you. Yes, Ma'am Rosel Goroy, God bless you too. Okay, so balik muna tayo sa topic natin. We have here yung mga tips na. So I will give to you the tips that you can follow. These are the best tips that we have gathered based from my research, based from my experience, and based from the experience of my students who are both into fat loss at saka muscle gain. Number one dito is choose your macros wisely. So yung macros is short for macronutrient, protein, fat, and carb. So the two very important that you have to take in large proportion para ma-deal mo yung cravings mo is protein at saka fiber. Now, of course, this is the reason why. Yung pag-spike kasi ng insulin sa fat or sa protein, sa fiber, maliit lang. Okay. Yung insulin is released by your pancreas. So every time you eat, especially yung high carb yung high carb, magsa-spike po siya, mataas po yan. Once mag-spike po siya, kasi mabilis yung pag-spike niya, mabilis din yung pag-crash niya. When it crashes, yun po yung nafe-feel natin. Either cravings, either weakness, either sluggishness. So yun po yung mga effects niya. That's why I remember when I was in college, mataas yung rice ko. Yung rice ko, grabe. Bumabaon ako ng rice, isang malaking baonan. Kapag walang baon na rice, I would go for 2 to 3 cups of rice. So every time, kain ako lang lunch, around 2 or 3 p.m., usually sleepy na ako yan. Sluggish na. Kasi nag-crash na yung insulin. Yung protein and fat, usually, yung pag-spike nila, mababa lang po. Hindi ganun ka-spike na ganoon. That's why gradual lang siya, yung pag-spike ng insulin. You notice, for those who are into carnivore, okay, high protein, low carb na lifestyle, you would notice na gradual, steady lang yung energy natin. Okay, you don't need yung extra spike for you to be energetic. Yung protein at saka fat, enough lang po to stabilize your insulin. Tama? So choose your macros wisely. Make sure your protein, fiber is high. Fat can help you with cravings as well. But make sure lang na yung fat content mo is not that high. Kasi again, if mataas yung fat content, regardless if you're into low carb or hindi, kapag mataas talaga yan, tataas yung timbang mo. So they have to know ano po yung servings na applicable for you. Okay. Next po natin, of course, is kanina sinabi ko yung eating so fast. Tama? So right now, you have to eat slow. So 20 to 30 chew before you swallow. So take time to enjoy your meals. Marami po tayong meals na take for granted lang. Yung niluto ng spouse mo or yung sa restaurant, we're so quick about thinking about our chores na we forget to appreciate at saka be here and be now with my meals. Naku, yun po yung mga isa kong challenge. Kasi maraming ginagawa, no. So I like to rush yung meals ko. May mga consequences. Kasi number one, of course, you will feel na hindi siya na-chew properly. Of course, yung stomach mo will be challenged. Kasi yun po, yung work talaga ng pag-swallow, hindi po yung sa stomach. Dapat po sa teeth po yun. So, you have to take good care of your stomach by chewing your meals properly. 20 to 30 chews before you swallow. Of course, hindi naman yun literal kasi others would say, ano naman Coach Nins, how about yung watermelon? Watermelon, 20 to 30 chews ba? Of course, no. Kasi yung content ng watermelon, very soft water liquid. You don't need to go that far, no? So practically yung mga meat, yung mga hard na mga food, you go for 20 to 30 chew. Of course, pangatlo, drink plenty of water with sea salt. The reason why we have to drink plenty of water kasi you have to fill in yung stomach mo. Kasi kapag wala siyang tubig, of course, your brain would sense na konti lang yung nasa loob ng tiyan mo. Pero kapag mayroong tubig, it's a trick that it's giving your brain a signal na may pagkain sa loob. May pagkain, although tubig siya. So, drink plenty of water plus electrolytes. Yung nagmamanage ng hunger natin, yung cravings natin, yes. Yung sinabi ko kanina, protein, yung macros mo, yung water plus electrolytes, especially yung sodium. So, yung sodium can retain water and it's very important for yung balance between your liquids sa katawan. 'Di ba yung carbs, I assume most of you watching are into low carb. Yung carbohydrates kasi can retain water. Okay, it can retain water. That is why for those who are into low carb, first time nag-low carb, 1 month, grabe yung drastic na pag-lose ng weight. Kasi water weight po yun. Kasi ni-remove nga yung carbs. And along with it, yung water. Na yung consequence po kasi, if you don't do it right, kapag ni-remove mo yung carbs, bababa din yung water intake, yung water retention, at saka yung electrolytes mo. Kasi dun sa electrolytes, na-attach din siya, dun siya sa water na na-remove because of carbs. Kasi, di ba, yung water retention bumaba. Now, what you can do is to increase the water retention through sea salt. And that's why very important to know your sodium content. You may want to go for pink Himalayan salt kasi compared to others, mataas yung minerals niya, number of minerals niya compared to usual na salt. But again, it should not hinder you na wag mag-take ng sodium. Meron pong sea salt naman kapag wala pa pong pink Himalayan salt. That's totally okay. And of course, number 4 is plan for your meals and snacks. At the end of the day, it's all about planning. The war is won in the general stand, meaning to say, yung goal mo po, how you can achieve it, it will be decided upon your planning. So kapag may plano po kayo, may alam niyo pong gagawin, kakainin today, lunchtime, dinner time, first meal, second meal, hindi na po kayo magwo-worry kung anong kakainin. Usually kasi by default, let's say wala kang plan, come what may lang. Tapos pumunta ka sa office, wala kang baon. So of course, you go for delivery or maybe dine out. How sure are you yung siniserve is nasa list na prefer mo? So most likely, hindi mo po control. Pero kapag na-prepare mo or maybe you have a helper, your spouse is helping you, you can control, basically control yung servings at saka yung mga ingredients niya. So you have to plan for it. And of course, kapag let's accept the fact, may mga days talaga. Let's accept the fact na may mga days talaga na mayroong cravings. Tama? Sometimes it's beyond our control. Kasi sometimes very stressed, lack of sleep. We cannot control these things. Tama? So let's be practical at saka realistic. So my question for you is this. How can you eat wisely, okay, to combat yung cravings mo? Kasi not all the time, for some of you cannot drink sea salt with water. Tama? So what I would suggest, if ever di talaga mapigilan after nyo mag-drink ng sea salt with water, after 5 minutes, nandun pa yung cravings. What you can do is to go for protein. Marami pong protein dense na snacks kapag hindi talaga kaya. Meron pong boiled eggs for others. Meron pong protein shake. Meron po for others, they may want to go for considerable size of nuts. Okay? Although mataas yung calories ng nuts, that's totally okay. Only, of course, do it with moderation lang. So, if magka-crave ka naman lang, go for healthier options. That's better than yung other na meals. Kasi yung other high carb na mga meals, although it can satisfy you, it takes a lot of servings para ma-satisfy ka. That's why others, yung one donut is not enough, no? Kasi yung satiety level, satisfaction level, mababa. So you will crave for more. So you have to know ano po yung meals na pasok po sa inyo. Ano po yung goal nyo. So you have to know what's your plan, what's your meal preferred para po you can stick with it. Again, at the end of the day, of course, if you fall, I don't believe na you call yourself failure kapag hindi ka po makapag-stick ka. Kasi if you tell yourself na nadapa ka, failure ka, it's a negative feeling. And sometimes a negative feeling won't help you, it's not encouraging. So what you can do, forgive yourself at saka restart. Get back on track quickly. Okay? Get back on track quickly. Don't get stuck there. May mga tao na they fall, they feel failure, nadapa, they get stuck there. Hindi sila makamove on. Kasi sinasabi nila sa self nila, I'm a failure, ganito na talaga yung lifestyle ko, I cannot do something about it. So take charge of your own health. Take charge of your own health, get back on track quickly. So there you have it. Ito po yung mga things that you have to consider so that you can deal with cravings. No? If nagugutom ka parati, are the best ways to feel fuller without feeling deprived. Choose your macros wisely. eat slowly, drink plenty of water, and plan for your meals. Before I go sa Q&A natin, I'd like to invite you dito sa Work Again Academy natin. Again, if you're looking for this guide, we have workout guide, then nutrition guide. So if you want to avail of this workout plan plus video guides, our team is selling this for 399 only. One-time payment po yan. If you go for nutrition plan, meal guide, eating out guides plus recipe, that's 399. But if you avail both, you don't need to pay 798. You can have all of this plus many more for 99 only. No need to pay 798. So if you want to avail of this, message po ako sa page ko, Coach Lininhu, or here's a profile ko for others who are watching sa profile ko. Again, this is my page, Coach Lininho, if you want to avail of this ebooks. Again, we have ebooks, workout guides, plus video guides, nutrition plan, meal guide, eating out guides, at saka recipe, all in at 499. Others need guide, and I do believe we give free ebooks, by the way. But again, if you pay, I believe that if you pay, those who pay attention. Those who pay attention. Meaning to say, kasi binayaran mo, you would take time to read it. Marami po kaming binigay na ebooks. And we do feel na yung sa iba in-apply, but others kasi free lang, tinake advantage po siya. So I think it would be wise so that you will pay attention to the ebooks natin na binibigay kasi this will definitely help you. Now, hello again sa mga live viewers natin. One of my lodies, no? Modern adults. Si Ma'am Anything. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? One of our amazing na modern adults nagwo-workout yan. Plus high protein na lifestyle. Hello to you, Liza Tabuena. Kamusta po tayo, bebe? Momas. Annabel Onate. Kamusta po tayo? Let's see if may mga questions dito. Okay. Let's see kung may mga questions dito. Okay. Okay. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Nora, yes, 499 lang po siya. Message po ako, ma'am, to avail of this. Yeah. Greetings from Caloocan, si Sir Toffee, one of our amazing students sa Worth Again Academy. Hello to you. May limit po bang liquid intake ng isang low carber? It depends, number one, on your weight. It depends on your gender. It depends on your activity. So you have to know all of this para po pasok sa lifestyle nyo. One of the ways to measure this is through urine test. Kapag very strong yung yellow ng urine mo, of course, you lack water. So that's why you have to know yung electrolyte drink mo plus water is in good na levels. Usually, women, usually they would start around 1.5 to 2.5 liters a day. But again, it depends. You have to know ano po yung achievable sa level nyo. Okay? Hello to you. Okay. Lizelle. Okay. Labayo. Thanks po sa reminder kasi yes. Yeah. Ma'am Generous Bohokan, one of my amazing students din sa Worth Again Academy. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Of course, we have here Ma'am Nemia Apan. Good evening to you, ma'am. Rofina Diaz. Good evening to you, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo? Watching from Samar dito si Ma'am Bebe Ambomas. Kamusta po yung meals natin dyan? Okay. Hello to you as well. Very helpful daw yung guide, sabi ni Ma'am Ligaya. Yes, thank you, ma'am, for affirming this. Sabi dito ni, okay, question muna. Ma'am Jeng Lagliva. Okay lang po ba ang rice before and after workout? What about if during rest day? What about yogurt, almond milk, unsweetened peanut butter in moderation? Now, you have to know, ma'am, ano po yung lifestyle na prefer nyo. Kasi if you go for low carb, keto, definitely yung rice is out. Do you want to go for moderate carb, lower carb? If yes po, you have to know ano po yung goal nyo. Yung goal natin, ma'am, is to lose fat or gain muscle. So these are the questions po, ma'am, na you have to ask yourself. Now, ma'am, yung rice, If you're talking about yung refeeding na tinatawag, carb refeeding, now yung may tinatawag tayo na targeted keto, it's usually recommended to have it before 2 hours before your workout. Okay, para po mag-help sa energy nyo. Others would go for after meals para po ma-replenish yung glycogen nila. So you have to know po, ma'am, but the best question to ask, kamusta po yung energy nyo if you have it before or after? Kasi kapag if you take it before tapos medyo sluggish po kayo, it's not the wise choice. But if you have it after tapos yung energy nyo is prime, mataas, that's the best choice. Okay? I hope that helps, Ma'am Jeng. Enrique Manalo, kamusta po tayo, sir? Ganda ng profile pic natin sa Paris, yung background do. And of course, Ma'am Erlinda Montejo Diaz, watching from Batangas City. There you have it. I hope this helps you. Again, our hope is you can deal with cravings in a natural way. If may cravings po kayo, don't blame yourself, don't condemn yourself. It's not good. So what you have to know is to deal it in a wise way. Make sure na replenish nyo po yung needed nutrients at saka macronutrient. All right. I hope that helps you. Again, Vertigan Academy, we have this subscription plan. So if you're into one-on-one coaching, we're offering our slots for one-on-one coaching. If you don't want to go through in trial and error, if you want the guide sa meals nyo, sa workout at saka nutrition, this could be your program. So we're offering this. If you are into one-on-one coaching, let me know. I hope you're working out at saka yung meals natin high protein because those are the very important things if you go for a healthier version of building muscle. Again, my name is Coach Linin, and my mission in life is to empower 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscle. God bless po sa ating lahat. Happy lifting. And again, this week na ata, no, yung Holy Week natin. So, have a restful holiday. God bless you. Bye-bye.